Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? Great too? Good? That's very great. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And welcome to your third lesson of numeracy. And in today's class, we will be discussing how we can do subtraction with borrowing over, right? So tell me, how many of you have practiced what we did in yesterday's class? Yes. Do you have any confusion in the basics of subtraction? Okay, that's great. So can somebody define subtraction for me? What does subtraction means? Excellent, that we subtract one number from the other number, right? And why do we do that? To find the difference between the two numbers. Very well done. So but the practice, the questions that we did in yesterday's class was without borrowing over, right? We can easily find the difference between two numbers. So in today's class, like we practiced the addition with and without taking with and without borrowing, similarly we will be practicing subtraction as well, right? So what does borrowing means in subtraction? In addition, the word, like we did questions with and without carrying over, remember? So when with and without carrying over questions were, or with carrying over question was that in which the sum, when the sum of two digits, two or more digit was greater than 9, what we do, we take the remainder on the top of next column, right? Now in subtraction we don't do carrying over, we do borrowing. Okay, now tell me, what does borrowing means to you generally? When we say that somebody has borrowed a book from the other person, what does that mean? Taken, right? Somebody has taken a book from somebody as on temporary basis. You might take a book from your sibling, or as a you borrow a book from your sibling on temporary basis. This means that you will just read the book and then you will return it back to the person, right? This is known as borrowing. Similarly, when we are doing subtraction, we borrow numbers from the next column. This is known as subtraction with borrowing, right? So we will practice it, that how we can borrow a number from the second number. Now the numbers are not physical. We cannot ask a number. Let's say number 2 is written over here and 3 is written over here, and you are supposed to subtract. See, you are supposed to subtract 5 from the 3, but this is not possible. So 3 cannot ask to do, can you please borrow me one number? No, this doesn't happen. You will be solving it, right? So let's see. Let's see how we will be doing it. Let's practice it from this. So consider it as in a shop, in a sports shop, the shopkeeper have a total of 33 balls. Okay. A student came and he bought 15 balls from the shopkeeper, right? Now the shopkeeper wants to know that how many balls are left with him, right? So in order to find the difference, that how many balls are left, what we will be doing, that 33 minus 15. This is the question, right? So the first step is that we will be arranging them in vertical order, like we arrange in addition, right? Then we will be writing the placing values over it. So we are done with this step as well. Now the next step will be that we always start from the right hand side. So first we will subtract the ones column, that we are supposed to subtract 5 from 3. Now tell me, which is the greater number in both of cases? Is 5 greater or 3? 5. So can you subtract 5 from 3? No, this is not possible, right? So what we will be doing, we will borrow one number from this 3 on this side. So when we will borrow 1, 2 will be left over here, and this number will become 13. Got it? What has happened basically, we borrowed 1. Now this one will not be added into this. You will put a 1 before it. Now this has turned into 13, and how many numbers are left over here? Only 2. Why? Because we have borrowed one number 2 on the ones column. Now subtract 5 from 13. Draw 13 lines. These are 13, right? So subtract 5 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now count the remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means that 8 comes over here. Now 2 minus 1 equals 1. This means that 18 balls are left with the shopkeeper. Got it? So this is how what or this is what we call as borrowing over in subtraction, that when the number on the top is smaller than the number which is below, what we do, we take a number, borrow from the next column, right? Whatever the next column is. Let's say if there was a 100 column and this tens column need a borrow, so it will take from the next column, and this is known as borrowing over. So let's practice one more question. This is the second question, okay? 52 minus 17. This is ones column and this is tens column. Look at this column. Can you subtract 7 from 2? No, this is not possible because 2 is much smaller than 7, right? So what we will be doing, we will take a borrow from here. So this will turns into 4 and this will turns into 12. Very simple, right? You will just put 1 before that number and you will minus 1 from this number, right? Now 12 minus 7, you will draw 12 lines over here, right? Now subtract 7 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Count the remaining ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write 5 over here. And 4 minus 1 equals 3. So the answer is 35. Got it? This is how we practice subtraction with borrowing, right? Okay. Now, any confusion, anything that you didn't understand? Everything is clear? Okay, that's great. Now I want all of you to open your book, page number 50. Hurry up. So whatever the questions are, there are a range of questions on this page and you will be following the same procedure for all of the questions. That remember these steps, okay? The first step is that arranging them in vertical order, or let's write it as arranging vertically. Then writing their values. The next step is that we always start from right hand side. We always start from right hand side, or we always start from ones column, right? And then we will start subtracting the numbers. Got it? So whatever the question is, you will be following these all steps to solve the question, right? So now I want all of you to open your book, page number 50. This is page number 50. Today we will be practicing some more questions of subtraction, okay? So let's start with the first one is already solved for you. It's a combination of both with and without borrowing, right? So I'll be doing a few for you, but you will be doing it yourself and share your answers with me. And if you need any kind of help, I'm here to help you out, right? Okay. So I'm going to solve the sixth one for you, right? Okay. Let's see what's the answer. We will be following all of these steps which I have written over here. We will be following these steps for solving every question. So the sixth one is 54 minus 27. The first step was that we were supposed to write it in vertical order. So it's I have written it in vertical order. Now look at we will always start from the second step is writing the values. The values are already written. And then we are supposed to start from the right hand side. Or in other words, we are supposed to start from the ones column, right? So see, 4 minus 7. Can we subtract 7 from 4? No, this is not possible. So what we will be doing, we will take borrow from this side. So this will turns to 4 and this will turns to 14, right? Now 14 minus 7. So draw 14 lines over here. Now subtract 7 from it. How many of them are left? 7. So the answer is 7. Then 4 minus 2, 2. So the answer is 27. Got it? This was another question with borrowing. Okay. So practice this. Who is going to tell me the answer of the 10th one? Yes. This is another with borrowing over. 61 minus 29. Hurry up, do it. 31. Excellent, Vase. Okay. Now look at the exercise number 11. This is very interesting exercise. This says that in each set, circle the numbers that give a difference of 18. Okay. What you will be doing, you will write the numbers, or you will circle the numbers that will give a difference of 18. So you will define the difference one by one, and then circle only those who will give you the difference of number 18. Got it? Okay. So start. Hurry up. Start it. Find the difference, and this, tell me that how many of them give the difference of number 18. Hurry up. Do it. So all of you are done? Yes. In the first set, which two numbers are when which two numbers when we subtract give the difference of 18? 30 and 48. Excellent. Yes, Sarah, you tell me about the second set. 94 and 76. Very well done. Okay, so the last question, that is circle the numbers that give a difference of 37. This is the home assignment for you. What you will be doing, and there the five numbers are given in each set. You will subtract the numbers, and then you will find two numbers in each set which gives you the difference of 37, like we practiced the upper one of 18. Got it? So hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Do share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you in the next class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.